I think it's the perfect time to do an updated wish list video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. I do post videos twice a week. So I wanted to run through what I had on my 2026 wish list in the beginning of this year, and then run through what I've gotten so far, along with an updated, realistic wish list, if you will. Because as a Leo, my birthday is coming up. So we're gonna see if certain things are still on the list, if we checked it off, if it's no longer on the list. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm just gonna read off in the order of like what I had for my wish list. But the first item I had on my 2026 wish list is a Chanel mini, ideally in a light pink color. It is still on the list. I feel like Mathieu Blasé has not come out with a lot of light pink. We haven't been seeing a lot of pastels, even in the spring summer collection. I feel like we haven't really been seeing that many pastels. We've been seeing a lot of darker colors. We've been seeing maroon, dark brown, gray, things like that. So I'm still keeping my eyes peeled, but nothing has really come up to my knowledge. Maybe for the cruise collection at the end of the year, but she's gonna stay on this wish list. The next thing I didn't get is a card holder. I was close to getting a card holder and then I didn't. Again, there's still time. I think this is a very realistic like birthday wish list item. Again, I just haven't come across a color that I really like. And my Chanel card was fine, but I also feel like in the last 6 months, I haven't even left with a card holder. Like I will just leave with my keys and my phone because everything's on Apple Pay. So I probably don't need another card holder, but it would be nice to have a new one. The next item I had on my list is the Goyard St. Louis tote, which I did get. I got this in London and I love it. It doesn't even have a place in my closet because she is just chronically like on the floor. It sounds kind of bad saying that because, you know, bag on the floor is money out the door, but I feel like this is a bag that I just like schlep around. She is like my throw around kind of like running errands bag, and it's become really, really handy. Part of me did want to get this in pink. I know that they had the limited edition like corally pink color, and in person it actually looked really pretty. I saw like a different bag in the pink color, and they didn't have it with the St. Louis, probably for the best if we're thinking like longevity and like, you know, overall wear. But I did get the black one and I think it matches a lot of outfits. It's just kind of like a throw around tote. The next thing I had on my list is the Bottega Bang Bang vanity and or the Chanel vanity. And I think the more that I thought about it, I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards Chanel just because Chanel's been coming out with so many pretty colors for the vanity pouch. I think it's also a little bit smaller than the Bottega. I feel like the Bottega is like a inch too big than what I was hoping for, to be honest, because I am petite, but even though like the mini bags still like kind of look big on me, especially if I want to use this as like an evening bag. So I'm leaning more towards Chanel. Again, hasn't seen the right colors, haven't really come across it, and I don't know that I want it enough to actively go hunting for it and texting my sales associate, hey, can you find it for me in this color? Like if I stumble across it and I really like it in the moment, then I think that's meant to be. But if not, like I'm not gonna go actively hunting for it. The next thing we have on this list is the Hermes Neo Garden Party. I think this is in the size 23. This is still on my list. Again, hasn't been actively hunting for it, but I do think this is still such a cute size, and I definitely can see myself with this as well. It's just a little bit hard because I just got the mini Picotin 6 months ago. So I'm trying to be cognizant of, you know, the bags that we're bringing in, and like those are 2 mini bags and I am kind of undecided on the color as well. So again, I think if the right color and the size and everything comes along, I did ask the Hermes sales associate in Palo Alto and she basically laughed in my face and was like, haha, that's hard to get, so good luck. So maybe if we come across it online, but otherwise we're just gonna leave her on the list. She's cute, but not actively trying to get it at this point. The next thing we had on this list is the Chanel Duville, and I think we're gonna remove this from the list. I think the idea of it is cute, and my thought process was I'm gonna sell my Dior book tote and then I'm gonna get the Chanel Duville, and it's gonna like you know, be the same use case as the book tote. And probably for the best, because I actually didn't use my book tote, which is why she's now gone from my collection. So I don't know that I would really get that much use out of the Deauville, especially now that I have the Goyard St. Louis. I feel like with the St. Louis, it's really kind of my throw around bag. And I feel like if I already have one throw around bag, do I really need another? And then on my wish list as well, in terms of jewelry, I had these Mikimoto earrings. I did tell myself that if I were to get them, I would get them in Japan. And coincidentally, I had a very last minute spontaneous trip to Japan. I considered getting them, but I didn't want them badly enough to go and get them, especially with all the recent shopping that I've been doing. So it's gonna stay on the list. And then the Tiffany knot hoop earrings, I think they're really cute. I think these are actually adorable. I have the knot pendant as well, so I feel like it would pair really well, but I don't know that I love them enough to spend like that much money on it. So I think we're gonna remove her from the list and just make room for other jewelry. And then the last one that I think is probably the most realistic and highest priority are these like pear drop earrings. I have a friend who is like kind of recently getting into the jewelry business. And so I think when the time is right, I'm gonna reach out to her and see if that's something that we can do together. And then the last bag I had on the list is a Birkin 25, which obviously still on the list. I think the more that I tried it on, the more that I want it, but I think I'm waiting for that like big milestone. I don't think that I'm gonna go and get it just because, you know, they have it available, and I was gonna get it on the secondhand market anyways, because I'm not gonna jump through the hoops. I'm not gonna play the Hermes games. I'm not gonna give them that satisfaction. So I think when the time is right and when I hit said milestone, I think I'm gonna get it. I just don't know exactly when that is and what milestone that is. And then the last item I had on this list is a new camera. And I did get a new camera. I did get the Canon G7X. I think I knew that I was getting it by the time I filmed that video. And I have been loving that camera. It is one of my favorite cameras to take photos with. I feel like the pictures always look so good. In terms of an updated, realistic birthday wish list, if you will, I am including the Oura Ring 5 on this list. I've always been intrigued by the Oura Ring, but I hated how chunky it looks. Even people who would stack it with other jewelry, like, girl, it looked really thick. And now that they come out with the Oura Ring 5, which is I think like allegedly 40% thinner or something like that, and my mom ended up getting one too, and like I tried it on, I was like, oh, actually it looks quite nice. And my whole thing is I don't know if I actually want the Oura Ring 5 as much as I want to just have a chunky piece of jewelry to like stack with. I feel like that could be really fun. And if I happen to know what my sleep score is at the same time, like that seems like cool too. So we'll see. I do think that's probably one of the most realistic jewelry pieces on this wish list. I've also been eyeing a bag from Dragon Diffusion. I've been seeing it all over New York when I went last month. The long story short is we were at a friend of a friend's house party for like a Knicks game, and she had the Dragon Diffusion bag and it looked so chic on her, and I was like, wait, actually I kind of want one too, and it's only a couple $100. It's not a huge splurge. The next thing I want to get / replace is my Covry sunglasses. I have been loving my Covry sunglasses, and I feel like I don't talk about them that much because they end up being like my car sunglasses. Like those are so comfortable that they're my car sunglasses, you know? And I was working a wedding and I put them down, and I don't know if they got lost. I don't know if they got stolen, because I reached back to the venue. I asked the bride, I was like, hey, did anyone like mention that they had find these sunglasses and like they couldn't find them? Again, they're not crazy expensive, but I do want to get a new pair because those are probably one of my most comfortable and my favorite sunglasses that I have, aside from my Ray-Ban, like the round ones that I wear a lot. The Neverfull BB has also been intriguing me. I think it's too similar to the Garden Party, where I don't think I need both. But I will say I like that the Neverfull has a crossbody strap as well, and I kind of like that you can wear it inside out. So you can wear with the, you know, the pink on the inside and wear it on the outside, so it's more of a low-key look. I also like that you have the little monogram on the outside, but part of me feels a little bit ridiculous selling my Neverfull, buying the Goyard, and then buying another Neverfull, even though it's like different sizes, technically different, but like part of me feels a little bit silly for that. And then the last thing I had on my list are 2 pairs of Dior shoes. They have one pair of like flats that they've just come out with. I do think this is a very steep price to pay for flats, and so far it's only doing in black and white. I think realistically, I'd probably get the black ones. I don't have a pair of flats like this. I think these look so chic, and these have been very popular in the last year or so. And then they also had these like slides with a little bow on them. I've been eyeing them for about a couple months now, and I've just been patiently waiting for them to come out with it in more colors. And right now we're only seeing black, white canvas and like a watercolor kind of design, which the watercolor design I don't hate, but I was kind of hoping for it in like a light blue or light pink. So maybe it'll come later this year, but my hesitation with those are they are lambskin, and I don't really know why you would make sandals in lambskin. Like that feels a little too delicate, but I'm not a designer, and the only thing I can control is what I choose to spend money on. Also, I wanted to do a quick rapid fire of the bags that I did get when I was 28. So this past year, not like 2026, but like my past adult year. So obviously we mentioned the Goyard St. Louis tote. I also got the Chanel 25 in the mini size, which I have been obsessed with. I also got the Picotin 14 from Hermes at the end of December. And then this past year, I feel like it's kind of been rapid fire a lot of bags, which I don't typically shop like this, which I think that's why like jewelry has kind of been put on the back burner. I did get the micro DJoy. I have a full story time, what happened with the book tote, why I got the DJoy, all of it, which I'll leave for you guys down here. And then I also got the Bottega Mini Andiamo, which was not originally on my wish list, but I am glad I got it. But I also think that's kind of why it like scratched my Bottega itch, that I don't have this like, you know, crazy urge to get the vanity. And I think that's it. I think that's all the bags that I got this year that I can think of. So that sums it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I kind of love to do like a little mid-year check-in, and the timing always aligns because my birthday is in July as well. So it kind of works out. Let me know in the comments what is still on your wish list this year, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!